Okay, some transitions or submissions that we can go for from that head and arm attempt or attack. Something that I've been trying to do, especially if people know you're trying to get that head and arm choke, and once you're on an underhook and you got the head, there's no real mystery of what you're going for. So they know the defenses. So sometimes it's going to be a little hard to get the finish on higher level opponents, especially getting that arm across. Once we get the arm across, like we showed it in the finishing mechanics, once we get here, okay, most of our work is done. Okay, we just got to add those little finishing. It's getting that arm there, especially maybe early in a match when they're really strong in this position, and I haven't just tired them out enough to get that arm, okay, across to get to the pass off. So when I run into this position where I have a head and arm underhook in the head, so I got a head and arm here, but I'm just having a hard time getting that arm across. I'm gonna open up, give Jared an opening that will lead to possible two submissions or a back take. So I have the elbow at the shoulder line, okay? That's the first part. It can't be below here, so we walk it up, and I just get it right here, and I'm just having a hard time getting across. So we're gonna switch to a deep butterfly grip here. The key to this is smashing Jared's face in this direction, okay? So I want to make sure that I'm bringing his ear to his shoulder. Look how I punch this arm over. That helps if I pick the head up, make it weightless, and bring it across. And then I just keep walking my elbows together to get to a really deep butterfly grip. The deeper this grip is, the more pressure this shoulder roll is going to give. Okay, the shoulder roll is similar to the claw grip shoulder roll we did to get the arm across. Now, once I have this position, I'm going to put all of my weight into this shoulder. My hips are going to completely come off the mat. I'm not worried about him regaining guard in this position. I'm going to drive forward and put all of my weight into his face. And what I'm looking to create is a reaction. He's either going to frame to try and push me away, which in this case we're going to take the back, or he's going to go, when I posture up like this, he's going to go in between the legs to maybe try a backdoor escape, and then we're going to go triangle. So let's look at the back take first. Okay. So from here, we got the underhook, we got the elbow about the shoulder line, and I'm just having too much of a hard time walking across. So I'm going to attempt to wear him out. Look how I start to bring, with a little rocking motion, his ear to his shoulder, and I get to a deep butterfly grip. From here, we pike up, head to the mat, all of our weight into our shoulder and chest. Okay, I'm doing a semi-chest smother here. I pike up, and he takes the bait by putting his forearm across my hip. From here, if it's not far enough across, I use my outside knee to pass that arm across. As I do, I'm going to lift and grab the shoulder. From here, it's just a sit and a back take. When I sit, okay, so this arm is across here. I don't want to pull him into me here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak behind him with this lift and shuck. Okay, I still have this grip, so I lift, I get the armpit, I'm going to sit, and I'm going to use this grip to shuck and get behind him, and then we're right onto his back, and we got our figure four back take. Okay, and then from here you can work your back takes or transfer back to mount, whatever you're looking for. So we got our underhook. We're walking the arms together, bringing our elbows together, butterfly grip, pike up. His head has to be looking the direction of the underhooked arm. I pike up, driving my shoulder. Look how far I pike up. The further I pike up, the easier it is going to be to push this arm across and stop his frame. Okay. Sometimes they turn and push further across themselves. I don't even have to use my leg. I just drop my hip behind his arm. I lift. Okay. I want to get this arm underneath the armpit. This is the one that's going to help shuck him over. Okay. At this point, this arm could keep the underhook, or I could even rotate this way a little bit. At this point, once I'm behind this arm and I have a scoop grip on his lat, this arm could even like arm drag or start to push across. I sit and I get behind him. Okay. That little detail of using this back knee and this lat grip is going to help get your chest behind his back. Okay. Let's try another angle. Let's do sideways here. So we get to our butterfly grip. I have that shoulder pressure, pike up, heads on the mat. So like I have absolutely no worry about getting rolled over, about guard recoveries. I could easily just start transferring to different positions here. Okay, that arm comes across my hip. I use my knee. Okay, sneak behind that tricep. From here, I switch to a lat grip. Sit. As I sit, we shuck. Okay. Let's see. Another angle. Let's do it this way. Shoulder pressure, pike up. The arm comes across. If his elbow is not past my hip line, I use this outside knee to help kind of push it across here. I sit. This is what I want. I want this arm trapped across my hip here. I lift. I get that lat grip, and now we just sit and shuck. Sit. I can even use this arm to help assist. Shuck. I'm on the back. So if you're having difficult getting that elbow across, we can use that almost like a chest wrap with that shoulder pressure to bait him to frame, or we can use it as an easy dismount to a knee on belly. But I like to use that frame and use that to get to the back. Okay, another look we can go for is going straight to a submission when we can't get that arm across for our head and arm. And it's going to turn into a back triangle. So it won't be for back points, but it's going to lead straight to another submission. So a great way to chain submissions together from the mount. So same position we just did for our back take. We get to our chest wrap. We're going to pike up. Okay, now this time, instead of framing across the hip with his arm, Jared's going to look to go almost a deep half guard position where this arm comes in between our legs. Okay, and I can either force that too, I'll show it forced, or he's going to take the bait and go in between. Now as he goes in between, once that arm goes underneath this leg, this knee is going to slide up over his shoulder. Going back down. So we get to our butterfly grip, we got our chest wrap, I head on the mat, I pike up, and that arm goes underneath. As soon as it goes underneath, there's nothing stopping me now from bringing that knee over his shoulder. Now we're going to tilt back and lift the head up. Once the head's up, we go to an S-mount position, but without both arms in. This heel comes up, and this knee gets underneath his head. So I create the wedge with my leg here. This heel comes up, and you can see it's almost like an S-mount position, but instead of having both arms in front, this arm's stuck behind me. Now from here, I want to sneak behind him. We could fall back and attempt a side triangle, but I want to finish from the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep sneaking behind, changing the angle until now I'm behind him. I can roll to this hip, and we finish with a really powerful back triangle. Okay. I've been having a lot of success with this triangle setup. So we go chest smother, pike up. He can't take that pressure, he tries to go out the back door. As soon as the hand goes off my hip, we need to step over. Now, it's key here that you pick your opponent's head up. So I still have my butterfly grip. This thigh has to get underneath his head. So I pick Jared up and walk my legs together. I could even assist here. So I have a closed loop here. As long as I have this underhook on this arm, I don't have to worry about this arm escaping through that gap. But I now need to change the angle. I don't want to sit to my hip here. So I can use this hand as base if I need to. I start scooting behind. Once this leg is in line with this free side here, I can even grab my shin ready to adjust. I sit to my hip, and I have the triangle. For the finish on the triangle, everything should already be set up tight on that adjustment when we move behind. So on the finish, when you lock it up, this leg is just backpedaling, driving our heel to our butt and pinching this knee down. So as I lock it up, I backpedal, and this knee is driving down, and we get our finish. And one more time. Chest smother, I pike up, he goes underneath, hop over, go back. You can also force the position. If there's space between his bicep and his elbow, we could slide our knee over. We swish it out, and we're in the same position. Pick the head up, walk your legs together. There's no rush here. I got arm attacks. We can switch to attacking this arm. Now we scoop behind. Hands on the mat. Look how I scoop behind Jared here. Grab my shin. Fall to the side. When we lock up, make sure this leg stays behind Jared the whole time. I don't want to drift it in between where he traps it. So we lock it up behind. I backpedal, pinch my knees together. Okay, so if you're having trouble getting the arm across for that head and arm, looking for a back triangle is a great option that has been working for me. Little unorthodox, and it's probably highly unlikely that they'll be expecting a back triangle from that transition.